Hi, everyone. Well, we're here live in the exhibit hall today, and what an amazing, important project right behind us. But before we dive into that, I'm going to ask each of these amazing human beings to introduce themselves, and I will start with you.
I'm Tori Chen, and I am a professor at the University of Texas at Arlington in the Department of Industrial, Manufacturing, and Systems Engineering. And I've been teaching there for 20 years and a member of Informs for over 30 years.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Hello, Dave Hunt. I am a vice president at Oliver Wyman. It's a management consulting firm. I'm part of the transportation practice there, dealing with freight transportation. Been an Informs member for over 30 years as well.
I'm Paul Rubin, professor emeritus from Michigan State University. I taught in the management department in the business school, and I go back to when there was a Timms and an ORSA, and I was in Timms.
We all do.
We were both ORSA, so.
Okay, yeah, so you don't count.
I love this group already. So tell us about Pro Bono Analytics. I mean, the sign here, you've got great activity going on. How did this come about? And tell us a bit more about what this is.
So this is an opportunity for the Informs community to give back to underserved populations, including homeless or kids that don't have leadership in their lives and need educational experiences, art and sports, wellness, anything the nonprofit organizations out there in the U.S., there's so many, and Informs can give back by participating on projects or doing some help with us back there.
That's wonderful. I want to ask both of you, how did you come about getting involved in this?
It was at the Subdivisions Council, the Informed Subdivisions Council, so we were at dinner one night and we were talking, a group of us, myself, Michael Johnson, some others, about wouldn't it be great if we had an operations research without borders? And so we started digging into that, looking at some different models, and came out with Pro Bono Analytics. And the whole thing started from there. Informs was very great about supporting us with us, giving us some staff time to help us out, and we launched it, and we've worked with over 60 nonprofit organizations.
That's incredible. Paul, tell us about your experience with this.
At the Philadelphia meeting, which is, I think, 2016 maybe, Dave was there, and he had an information booth somewhere in the middle of the exciting stuff, the coffee, and also, I believe, a session. And I thought, boy, I could have a lot of fun using integer programming to help charities. Yeah, right. And so I went and talked to Dave a little bit, signed up as a volunteer, and the next thing I know, I'm on the committee because this is my karma.
And that's how it works, get involved, get active, and do a lot of things. So I want to talk about how do you go about selecting, there's so much going on in the world these days, how do you go about selecting, someone who's going to be receiving this gift?
Yeah. So the idea is wherever our annual meeting is, we want to give back to the local community there. So we'll reach out maybe to the convention bureau or local officials and try to get a list of nonprofit organizations in the area. We then contact those nonprofit organizations. I mean, we're looking for analytics projects, talking to them about that, but also considering, is this an organization that we might like to do an event with? Is it something we think we can do an event like building these hygiene kits for the homeless population in the area. And so we'll select one organization that we will collect the donations, we'll do an event like this, but then others we try to get analytics projects to keep the communication going and to work with them even deeper.
So I noticed when everyone was filling the bags, I noticed people pausing at the very end and writing something. Can you tell me a little bit about what's going on with the writing?
Well, we encourage them to take a card and a pen and write a little note of encouragement to the recipient of the hygiene bag so that they feel seen and they feel like there's people out there that care about them a little bit. The bag itself is a gift, but it's a little impersonal. So this is they just know that there's someone out there that actually sort of gives a what.
Absolutely. So let's say I'm brand new and I'm walking by. How do I get involved in this in the future? How does someone that wants to jump in and be part of this, how do they get involved?
So there's a few different ways. If you go to the Pro Bono Analytics website through Informs, you can get lots of information on our different projects that we have conducted. And there's also a place where you can sign up to be in our volunteer pool. And if you're on our volunteer pool, then you will see the announcements for the different projects that are rising. You have the opportunity then to send in your resume to say, I would like to work on this project. And that's the beginning of you having that opportunity to actually participate on a project. If you want other information, you can always contact the current chair chair of Pro Bono Analytics Committee, or you would contact the future chair of the Pro Bono Analytics Committee and just ask for more information, and we'd be happy to answer.
Or feel free to contact the original chair of the committee.
The original chair.
Well, I think all the important people are right here.
A lot of chairs here.
There's a lot of chairs. Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for what you're doing. As we talked about earlier, we're living in some very, very, very dynamic times, and anytime we can leave a little bit of ourselves behind, conventions roll in, they roll out, but a piece of you will stay here.
Yeah, could I just thank the Informs community, though, because, I mean, the donations are critical to us being able to do this, and then the labor. I mean, we can't build 1,000 hygiene kits ourselves, and so the labor and the donations make this all worthwhile, so big thanks to the Informs community.
Absolutely. All right, we're signing off at this beautiful project, and we'll be back to you soon.